Welcome back, Fame Fam. Tonight we are diving straight into a whirlwind of 90-Day Fiancé chaos. And trust me, you don't want to blink. Let's break it down. First up, Darcey's big anniversary party with Georgie turned into a vomit-soaked fiasco. And instead of holding her hair, Georgie cracked jokes at her expense. Stacey Silva is not having it, and she's calling him out for insulting her twin. Meanwhile, Colt Johnson is back in the spotlight with a brand new Brazilian girlfriend, face and name revealed. He's already jetting to Brazil, his mom Debbie is following the girl on Instagram, and fans are side-eyeing whether Colt can stay faithful this time. Next, sparks flew in Happily Ever After when Loren confronted Yara over leaked insults about Andre, a salon showdown, screaming accusations, and friendships hanging by a thread. It's messy, it's petty, and it's so 90-day. Over in Virginia, Julia is ready to sell her apartment in Russia just to bankroll a European getaway, but Brandon's family thinks it's financial suicide. Tension, tantrums, and slam doors because nothing says love like fighting over plane tickets. And finally, Jasmine Pineda is under fire again. After gaining sympathy for a shaved head reveal tied to alopecia, fans now claim she never cut her hair at all. Bloggers spotted her real ponytail, and the internet is dragging her for faking it for clicks. So grab your snacks because this lineup is hotter than TLC's reunion stage. Now let's roll right into our first segment, Darcy, Georgie, and Stacey's explosive anniversary drama. If you thought the Silver Twins drama was slowing down, think again. This isn't just another spat. It's the latest chapter in Darcy and Georgie's marriage roller coaster, and Stacey isn't holding back. So here's how it all went down. Darcy invited Stacey and Florian to join her in Georgie and Bulgaria for their wedding anniversary party. A sweet gesture, right? Because if you know these sisters, you know they don't do milestones apart. Fans even gushed at how the twins always show up for each other, no matter the chaos. But while Darcy was glowing and excited to have her twin nearby, Georgie was already grumbling. He reportedly hoped Stacey wouldn't stir up drama at his celebration. Spoiler alert, he wasn't exactly innocent in what followed. The night started off beautifully. Stacey and Florian even prepared a special dance number to honor the couple. Darcy was thrilled, and for once, Georgie actually seemed attentive, smiling, dancing, even doting on her in front of everyone. Stacey later admitted she was shocked, saying, "It was nice to see Georgie let loose and give Darcy attention for once." But that high didn't last. After the festivities, Darcy had a little too much champagne and things turned messy. Picture this. She's leaning out of the car, throwing up. Not glamorous, but it happens. What mattered was Georgie's reaction, and let's just say it wasn't supportive. Instead of holding her hair or consoling her, Georgie cracked jokes. At one point, he sneered, quote, "Somebody want to poison the queen? Where's the rat?" Even Florian looked stunned. Meanwhile, Stacey was horrified, saying Georgie should have been comforting his wife, not making her the butt of a joke. Fans lit up social media, blasting him for being cruel. One comment read, "You could at least hold her hair, man. She's your wife." Another wrote, "Jokes at your wife's expense while she's sick? Red flag." And honestly, they're not wrong. Stacey told cameras, quote, "He should be there supporting her, loving her, not making jabs. And keep in mind, this isn't just about one bad night. Stacey has long believed Georgie doesn't treat Darcy fairly, and this was yet another example fueling that fire." Now, the irony. Earlier in the evening, Stacey was praising Georgie for finally being nice. Hours later, she's scolding him in the car for acting like a frat boy. Fans are calling it classic Georgie, sweet one minute, sarcastic and cold the next, and poor Darcy, stuck in the middle, wanting to celebrate her marriage but ending up the punchline of her own party. TLC couldn't script it better if they tried. Stick around, because the drama doesn't stop here. If you thought Darcy's anniversary meltdown was shocking, wait until you see who Colt Johnson is kissing in Brazil. And yes, we've got the name and the face. Here's the tea. For weeks, rumors were swirling that Colt was hiding out in Brazil with someone new. At first, it was whispers, blurry paparazzi snaps, and a whole lot of speculation. But now, receipts have dropped. A well-known blogger leaked a picture showing Colt in an elevator leaning down to kiss a mystery woman with long, reddish-brown hair. Fans immediately started sleuthing, and within hours, her identity was revealed. Meet Diana, Colt's new Brazilian girlfriend. Diana's face was finally unblurred in a second snap, where she sported glasses, a white knit cap, and stared straight at the camera. And if you're wondering how legit this relationship is, well, Colt's mom, Debbie, already follows her on Instagram. That's right, Debbie Johnson, the queen of Colt's love life drama, is apparently co-signing Diana. And we all know, when Debbie follows you, things are serious. This isn't just a rebound. This might be the start of another full-blown storyline. But fans are raising eyebrows at the timeline. Remember, Colt's been accused of overlapping relationships before. Jess, Vanessa, Larissa, the list goes on. So when this new romance suddenly appears, people can't help but ask, did Colt cheat again? Or did he just move on lightning fast? Adding to the shock factor, Colt has been looking noticeably slimmer. Fans pointed out he seems to have lost weight, sparking a whole new round of speculation. New love glow up or just stress weight loss? Either way, the internet noticed. One fan snarked, "Of course Colt has a new girlfriend. It's Tuesday." Another wrote, "He'll probably cheat by Thursday." Brutal, but honestly, that's the reputation Colt's built for himself. Let's not forget, this is the man who married Larissa in Vegas, broke it off in spectacular fashion, jumped to Jess, stirred up drama with Vanessa, and somehow always found a way back on our screens. And now, he's in Brazil, locking lips with Diana while fans debate if it's true love or just the next train wreck in progress. So far, Colt himself hasn't gone public. No Instagram posts, no official statements. But with Diana's face out there and Debbie following her, it's safe to say this relationship is real and it's gonna fuel the fandom for weeks to come. Keep it locked because the fireworks aren't stopping here. If you thought Colt's new girlfriend was shocking, wait until you see Loren and Yara go head-to-head in a salon showdown. We're talking screaming, accusations, and a friendship on the line. So let's set the stage. Remember Yara's launch party? It was supposed to be her big night, but instead, the event got derailed by feuding couples, hidden comments, and Yara storming out. Fast forward, and the fallout is still going strong. In this week's episode, Loren finally confronted Yara directly. The scene took place in a salon, yes, reality TV gold, because nothing says drama like a confrontation with hair dryers humming in the background. Loren came in hot, demanding to know why Yara told Elizabeth, aka Libby, that Loren had called Andre a horrible person. Yara immediately denied it, swearing she never said those words. Instead, she claimed someone else, Noga, was the one trash-talking Andre during the yelling at the party. But here's the twist. Yara admitted she may have repeated things in the heat of the moment, but she insisted she never meant to make Loren the villain. The irony is, Yara was furious that her own party was ruined, yet now she's being accused of ruining friendships in the fallout. Fans are pointing out that she shifted blame onto Loren and Alexei, as well as Libby and Andre, instead of owning her role in the drama. Classic deflection move. But it doesn't stop there. Loren told Yara point blank that she felt betrayed because Yara had dragged her name through the mud just to get revenge on Libby. According to fans, this was Yara's way of saving face in front of Georgi because he was already threatening to drag her back to Louisiana if she couldn't prove she had friends in Miami. Yara, for her part, claims she doesn't even remember all the details of what she said because she was so upset at the time. That excuse didn't sit well with Loren or with viewers. One fan tweeted, "You don't forget calling someone's husband horrible. That's not something you just misremember." Another fan wrote, "Yara plays dumb when it suits her. Girl, you know exactly what you said." And honestly, that's the vibe. Yara trying to smooth things over without really apologizing, while Loren just kept pressing for accountability. Meanwhile, Elizabeth and Andre are in the background of this drama, clearly enjoying the fact that someone else is in the hot seat for once. And Alexei? He looked like he'd rather be anywhere else than stuck between his wife and Yara. The fight ended without real resolution. Yara stormed off again, Lauren left fuming, and fans are saying this friendship may never recover. Some even predict that this could be the split that reshuffles the whole cast dynamic going forward. Because if Loren and Yara can't stand each other, that means Alexei and Georgi get dragged into the mess too. Don't touch that dial because the drama is just heating up. If you thought a salon fight was wild, wait until you hear about Julia planning to sell her apartment just to fund a European getaway, and Brandon's family is not having it. So here's how it unraveled. Julia and Brandon announced they were planning a European trip to start fresh and escape all the stress weighing them down. Cute idea in theory, except Julia also revealed she was going to sell her apartment in Russia to bankroll the whole thing. This immediately set off alarms because Julia's parents had just wrapped up a visit to America and were concerned about her stability. Meanwhile, Brandon's parents, Betty and Ron, were left asking the million-dollar question: how does a couple struggling to pay bills suddenly afford a magical vacation abroad? Betty was blunt, telling Julia, with the little money you saved up, you're going to turn around, spend it, and be gone? That's not stability. Ron chimed in too, warning the couple that travel might feel like a quick fix, but it wouldn't solve the deeper problems in their marriage. And Julia's reaction? Classic. She stormed off mid-conversation, throwing what fans are calling a tantrum worthy of prime TLC drama. She insisted it was her and Brandon's choice and nobody else's business. The bigger issue, Brandon didn't back her up. He actually sided with his parents, admitting they had a point. Viewers immediately noticed the tension. Julia wants adventure, while Brandon is thinking about settling down and starting a family. Their visions for the future couldn't be more different. One fan joked, she's selling an apartment to sip cappuccinos while Brandon's dreaming of cribs and car seats. Another wrote, if you have to sell your home just to take a vacation, you probably can't afford that vacation. Brutal, but fair. This isn't the first time the couples clashed over money and babies. Brandon has openly said he wants kids soon, while Julia has admitted she feels pressured and stressed about the idea. She even turned down fertility surgery options, saying she wasn't ready for that chapter. Instead, she sees travel as the escape they both need. But here's the catch. Brandon's family fears this trip will only add more debt and conflict. Ron tried to reason, telling them vacations don't erase real issues. And Julia? She doubled down, saying, quote, it's our life, our decision. So now the big question is, will Julia go through with selling her apartment? And if she does, what happens when the money runs out? Fans are already predicting this storyline could end with the couple either closer than ever or on the rocks. Keep it locked, because just when you thought Julia's apartment bombshell was shocking, Jasmine Pineda is being dragged for allegedly faking her shaved head reveal. We're heading straight into wig drama, sympathy grabs, and one of the wildest controversies yet. Jasmine recently posted photos that showed her with a dramatic buzz cut. Fans rushed to support her, praising her bravery for embracing baldness and tying it to her ongoing battle with alopecia. For a moment, Jasmine was being celebrated instead of criticized, a rare shift for the often controversial star. But now, the internet is saying she never shaved her head at all. Blogger Shabuti, known for catching cast members in slip-ups, posted a damning screenshot. In Jasmine's latest car meltdown video, fans noticed something peeking out, her real hairline and a ponytail. Yep, a ponytail, which pretty much destroys the whole "I'm bald and suffering" narrative. The blogger wrote, quote, when you're faced with admitting you faked your haircut for clicks and likes. Fans immediately piled on, calling her manipulative for playing with such a sensitive topic when so many people genuinely struggle with hair loss.
It stings even more because Jasmine has openly shared her alopecia journey in the past, saying her condition worsened after giving birth to baby Matilda. She's spoken about the fear of losing all her hair and how it triggered her postpartum depression. So for many viewers, to see her exploit that story for sympathy feels like a slap in the face. One fan tweeted, "If people still believe anything this woman says, I'm side-eyeing them." Another blasted her, writing, "She just mocked every real hair loss warrior for attention." Harsh, but clearly the patience for Jasmine's antics is running thin. And remember, Jasmine isn't new to this game. Fans have long accused her of faking meltdowns, exaggerating financial problems, and playing the victim whenever her storylines needed a boost. This haircut stunt fits right into that pattern. In fact, in that very same meltdown video, she was begging fans for support after facing backlash for entering Matilda into a Baby of the Year contest. Critics said she used the bald reveal as a distraction tactic, trying to get sympathy likes while avoiding the real heat. And guess what? It worked. For a while. Her bald photos racked up thousands of supportive comments, but once the ponytail receipts surfaced, the applause turned into outrage. Some fans are even theorizing that Jasmine staged the shaved look with wigs and filters, knowing it would get people talking. Others think she may have cut part of her hair but exaggerated the story for attention. Either way, it's left viewers asking, how far is too far when you're chasing reality TV fame? If you love the drama, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss an episode. Jump into the comments and tell us which storyline had you the most shook. And of course, follow us on socials for even more behind-the-scenes tea. And trust me, you're not going to want to miss tomorrow's upload, where another TLC favorite drops a bombshell that could flip the fandom upside down. Stay tuned. Stay messy, and as always, this is Paper Highlighter. Stay fabulous, fam.